When we're coaching people, our approach matters. How we feel, what our objective is, really what we're trying to solve matters. Every single time we approach somebody, we create a reaction. As simplistic as that sounds, think about it. When we want our kids at home to clean their rooms, and we lead with anger, and we start off with why we're so frustrated their room is messy, did they ever come up and hug you and say, "Thanks for the revelation. I am so sorry, Mom and Dad. I disappointed you"? Really, the same thing happens in the corporate workplace. Recently, I was speaking at a conference, and I was in New York, and I had a manager, and she kept going on and on of her frustrations and why she has to coach this particular person. And I said, "Can I ask you a question?" She said, "Sure." I said, "How do you feel when you're near this person?" She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, when you get within earshot, when you get within 10 feet, you know you're about to coach or have a conversation." She goes, "I feel anxiety. I get frustrated because I know he's going to be really resistant." And she starts to raise her voice. And I smiled at her. And she said, "What are you smiling at?" I said, "Are you ready for some just brilliant advice?" She said, "Sure." And she started to chuckle. I said, "You shouldn't coach him." She said, "What?" I said, "You shouldn't coach him." She said, "But he reports to me." I said, "But you're doing it begrudgingly. You look angry." I said, "Did you just hear your voice volume go up just as I asked you about how do you feel when you're within earshot or a few feet from the guy?" So I want to ask you something. What's your objective? What's your end game? What do you want this person to be able to do, let's say 12 months from now, that they can't do today? She said, "Well, I want him to be a better teammate. I want him to be more accountable. I want him to get his stuff done on time." And she started to talk and get angry and raise her voice. And I smiled at her again. She said, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing it again." I said, "Sure." I said, "That's okay." I said, "Can I give you a different objective?" She said, "Sure." I said, "You're very, very in tune with what frustrates you with this person." She said, "Right." I said, "You're really frustrated." She said, "Yes." I said, "So your relationship with this person is one of tactical accountability, being a better teammate, getting things done on time." I said, "As you were talking, your emotions went to a different level." She said, "Yeah." I said, "How do you think he reacts when that occurs?" She said, "He probably doesn't like it." I said, "He probably doesn't know what to do. He's probably not even thinking about what you're saying tactically. He's probably thinking, is my job on the line?" So let me just have you do something. I want you to try it. And then 30 days, call me. Your objective is to help this person become better. Then I want you to write down, my emotion associated with this person is to happily engage and help the person. And I'm there to coach the person, not fix the person. 30 days goes by. She contacts me. She said, "I have to tell you, we've had some really good conversations." She said, "But I am not seeing a lot of the change I'm desiring." I said, "Right." She said, "What do you mean, right?" I said, "If we could demand better accountability, better attitudes, better behaviors, better motivation levels by just simply demanding it because we're so frustrated, and it worked, wouldn't that be awesome?" She starts laughing. I said, "But I want you to take a step back. What did you say at the start of this conversation? We've had some really good conversations. Did you have those 2 months ago, 3 months ago?" She said, "No." I said, "So what you've done is you've gained some traction. You're at the effort stage." And she was in our conference where we talk about 3 levels of change: effort, progress, and results. First 4 weeks, all you're looking for is effort. So you've achieved that as a coach. You're actually making great progress. But you're fixated on the lack of results. Those emotions are colliding. So when you're coaching, let me ask you, what's your objective? What's your honest emotional level? And are you there to fix the person or coach the person?